I am very grateful that you have returned to my Brain Crypto channel. XRP should appreciate if Ripple prevails in their conflict with the SEC. It's debatable whether or not it's finished, you know. The winners were Ripple users with XRP. The asset was listed on the market for that purpose. Until this is all over, which is probably going to take a while, some threats will vanish. For instance, if there isn't an appeal, nobody is really concerned about it. They had a commanding lead and won. It is impossible to predict what the SEC will do, nobody knows. Naturally, there is a certain amount of risk. Imagine if you choose a terrible judge, like the one in the library case, who would blindly accept the SEC's petitions and appeals and send us staggering all the way to the highest court in the land. The risk could increase for a very long time. It probably doesn't matter. Should I venture to say so, I believe we're getting quite close to having rules. Whether or not we wind up in court, I still predict that the entire cryptocurrency market will soar in Q4 of this year and continue to grow through 2025. However, the appeals procedure is probably going to take a while. It is pretty clear to us. It runs counter to a lot of what we have seen so far. There was not much time left. We had hoped to be done by the last bull run, but that had not worked out. You are aware that everything went according to plan with this legal matter. There is nothing the SEC can do at this point because they are involved. We have to get on this quickly. We have no one to stop us right now. Jeremy Hogan has also talked about this. Do you really want to appeal this case? You cannot claim that the evidence validates your viewpoint. Ripple was successful. If you need to file an appeal, will this time be better? Perhaps if you're depending on a bad judge. If not, this could be a way for you to increase your power. Regulations will also be implemented soon. I don't get this. Tell me about your goal for coming here. I just care that it's an act of retaliation. I don't care how much Ripple pays. All I want as an investor in XRP is for Ripple to continue developing its payment system and staying afloat. Ripple as a company and its owners are well capitalized to weather any economic catastrophe. Technically speaking, the quantity is meaningless. The thing that most strikes me about Judge Torres's reasoning for this ruling is her justification. I will also go into detail about the judge's justification for categorizing institutional sales made by the SEC as securities offers. That must be recorded. Since a significant portion of transactions occurred outside of the US, there shouldn't be any penalties in theory for those that didn't occur there. To conduct business in a foreign market, registration is not necessary. We think that is correct. What happens, for instance, if they manage to obtain those foreign transactions and bring them back to the United States? That might result in issues. Until limits are put in place, we currently think that foreign transactions should use Ripple or stable money, with XRP being used when appropriate. However, this entire plan could collapse if the judge decides that these transactions should be completed in this nation and transfers them in any way back to US jurisdiction. She could never pull it off, so we should establish rules. It might lead to some issues until then. That is a topic that truly interests me. Furthermore, I predict a significant fine of $1 to $200 million, which clearly will not add up to $680 million in sales. What it will be, I have no idea at all. I'm more concerned with the reasoning, but we'll see. Ideally, she should say something like, well, you know, 400 to 500 million occurred overseas, so it's not in this jurisdiction and it's not applicable, when she explains her thinking and assesses these fines. That would be incredibly nice for me. If all goes well, it would be great to have a lighter sentence when it's over. The public's current perspective indicates that there may be a significant rise in XRP's price. We didn't even see it till the court case ended. Is that correct? Nothing went wrong. What I believe will ultimately drive value is the assumption that the crypto industry as a whole will heat up and start increasing. There will be a spike in activity following the revelation that XRP coin is now accessible on all US exchanges, including Coinbase and Kraken. Due to the coin's uniqueness in the sector, investors will be eager to buy it. Compared to the probably decisive numbers of 17 or 21, I believe that will significantly strengthen our position. After that, things will probably calm down, and we might then see crypto legislation, which ought to provide some structure. Act quickly, as I seriously doubt that 250 tokens will be able to trade at once on Coinbase in the US market, particularly in the beginning. The US market might be reduced to 20,000, 30,000, or 50,000 coins, or a comparable amount. I think you can expect a lot of growth after that, as having fewer options improves the possibility that cash will go to the top efforts that make the initial cut. Tell me how long it will take, please. In my opinion, they are moving forward. Some of their competitors might be able to cross the finish line. It appears that periodic financial reports will be required. A significant amount of money is being invested in this asset class because of the high expenses associated with meeting these demands and expectations, which could cause the US cryptocurrency market to collapse severely. What does it mean for the cryptocurrency assets that can enter this recently created, fully regulated US market? If all the standards have been satisfied, we're going to talk about exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and no, it has nothing to do with Krakens or your currency base. Get ready for some crazy conjecture. When you can invest in cryptocurrencies using your current Fidelity or Charles Schwab accounts, or any other method you choose, a whole new world will open up. I'm grateful that you just subscribed if you're new to my channel. I'll see you later.